Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for tonight's coverage of the Dick Gaines Memorial. Tonight, these USAC 410 sprint cars will be taking on Limaland for 40 laps of racing action. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight's event. My name is Atlee Atman-Weiss, and I'm excited to call every second of tonight's dirt track racing action. Not only is this a special memorial race, but this is also the season finale for the Hoosier Open Wheel 410 Series. At the end of tonight, we will have crowned a series champion. So excited to see who that will be. Heading into tonight, we had a race last week at Hoosier Speedway. Track just came out on iRacing. We raced there like the day after it came out, and Noah Bowman ended up getting the win there, continuing to try to make a case for that championship. He led 19 of the 30 laps. Finishing second was Jay Schaff. He started on the pole and led the first 11 laps, but ended up losing the lead there to Noah. Vinny Sansone finished third. Fourth was Casey Simons, and rounding at your top five, that was Colton Snyder. So heading into this race, we've got a two-horse race for the championship. Noah Bowman, he's got 6 wins this season at Eldora, Lucas Oil, Lernerville, Fairbury, Kokomo, and Huset's. He leads the point standings, but 21 points back from him. That is Jay Schaff as a winner at Oswego this season. So Jay Schaff is going to want to have a really, really good day today, and he's going to want Noah Bowman to not have the best of days. Vinny Sansone, third in points. Cody Parmley, fourth in points. And Ryan Caldwell is fifth in points. Other race winners this season include Trevor Royer and Mason Hannigan. Trevor won at Kokomo, and Mason won at Williams Grove. Now, this is a money race tonight, the final crown jewel race where money is on the line. First place is going to get $150. Second will get $100. Third, $50. Fourth, $40. Fifth, $30. And 6th through 10th will get $20. And the hard charger will get $30. Hard charger is the driver that gains the most positions from the start of the race to the finish of the race. So if you don't have the best of heat races, there's still a shot that you could grab some money with the $30 hard charger. And that could be combined with other prizes depending on where you finish. And also, I will mention this, $100 will be split among all drivers with a 0x in this race. So being clean and green is certainly an incentive with $100 to split on the line. Now, with Noah Bowman's win at Huset's, that puts him tied with 11 wins on the all-time 410 Series win chart. He's tied with Trevor Royer now. So if he wins tonight here at Limaland, he will be the all-time winningest driver in the Hoosier Open Wheel 410 Series. And that's pretty crazy considering he started the season with only 5 wins. He was behind Vinny. He's passed guys like Vinny Sansone, Brennan Rogers, and Trevor Royer, and now he could make history here tonight, along with winning his first ever season championship in the Hoosier 410 Series. Vinny Sansone was last year's. Trevor Royer has one. Greg Lamy has one. And Wade Fields, along with Pateri Kodavara. But Noah Bowman has never won one. So qualifying has wrapped up. We are getting set now for our heat races. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for heat race number 1. Trying to get our graphic to pull up. For some reason that's not working. Oh, there we go. Apologies there. Keith Bradley going to be on the pole in that number 71 Blue Line Racing Machine on his outside. That's Vinny Sansone in the 80. Third is the 37 Logan Prickett Machine. Fourth is Cody Parmley in the 6. And rounding at your top 5, that's the 49 of Tebow Brannon. 6th is Trey Paseka in the 77. 7th is the 11 Scott Thomason Racing Machine of Richie Gaines III. He is the grandson of Dick Gaines, who we are running a memorial race for tonight. And rounding out the field in 8th, that is Tom Ostendorf in the 32. Cody Parmley was your fastest qualifier, which means that he will start in 4th in his heat race due to the invert. Second fastest qualifier was Noah Bowman, so he will have to start in 4th in his heat. So Noah Bowman and Jay Schaff will both be together in the same heat. So that'll be interesting to watch. Both need as many points as they can get, but the first points up for grab were in qualifying, and we saw Noah Bowman was second, Jay Schaff is sixth. So already a little bit behind the 8 ball for Jay Schaff. Here we go, Heat Race 1, getting ready to get our first taste of Limaland action. It's Keith Bradley get on the pole with Vinny Sansone on his outside. This is Vinny's final chance to break into the win column this season. He's came close so many times, just hasn't been able to break through. So could tonight be the night for driver number 80? I'll have to find out. Won the championship last season. Would be pretty crazy to follow that up with a winless season. But it's happened before in all aspects of motorsports. Win a championship and have a little bit of a slump the next season. But here we go. Pace truck is in. And green flag is in the air. Heat race number 1 is underway here at Limaland. Bradley leads the field into 1 and 2. We see Logan Prickett and Vinny Sansone side by side for second. Prickett with the nose off the corner now, trying to get underneath Bradley for first. 7 laps to go. Bradley in the middle. But there goes Prickett off the corner. He gets by Bradley. Now Prickett up to the race lead. Bradley sliding around. There's Vinny Sansone on the outside. He's got Tebow Brandon underneath him. Brandon with the momentum on the bottom. Sansone trying to fight back. Prickett continues to lead as we approach 5 laps to go in this heat race. Across the stripe. Back and forth. Brandon, Sansone, top and bottom. Who will prevail? Brandon is able to get clear over Sansone on the bottom, at least for now. Will he decide to go up there? No, he keeps it on the bottom. Logan Prickett, he is the fastest sprint car on the track right now. Currently, he's trying to get away from Tebow Brandon. Looking elsewhere, Richie Gaines, Keith Bradley, Trey Paseka, all battling it out for that 4th place spot. You see Richie Gaines the 3rd. He is running a tribute car to his grandfather, Dick Gaines, one of the sprint cars that paint schemes that Dick ran back in the day. And trying to make it 3 wide through the middle goes Richie Gaines. He makes contact with Paseka. They tangle through 3 and 4. And final lap up front, no caution will come out. There's Prickett through 3 and 4. Started this race, heat race in 3rd. Worked his way up to 1st. He'll get heat race number 1 win. And will be starting on the pole in the feature. And it's Tebow Brandon, Vinny Sansone, Trey Paseka, and Keith Bradley rounds out the top 5. Crazy in there for Richie Gaines the 3rd. He finishes in 6th. Now we get set for this second heat race. Starting on the pole, that's Ryan Caldwell in the 24 on his outside. Your other championship contender trying to fight back to the point standings lead. That's Rip the Lip Motorsports' Jay Schaff in the 3. He needs this heat race win. 3rd is the 4, Majula C Speed Shop's Christopher Joy. 4th is Indy Race Parts Esports' Noah Bowman in the 24. And rounding out your top 5, that's the 53 Indy Race Parts Esports driver. Head honcho here at Hoosier, Wade Field. 6th is Ethan Irons in the 16. 17th is the 13 of Michael Covey. And rounding out the field in 8th, that is Matthew Westfall. So here we go, 8 cars. And we do have 2 other drivers running Dick Gaines tribute cars in this race. Jay Schaff, you see in that 70. He is running a throwback to a sprint car that Dick ran. And then Wade Fields in that 53. He is running a throwback as well. So Richie Gaines, Jay Schaff, and Wade Fields, be on the lookout for them out on track. They are all running tribute cars to Dick Gaines. They are paint schemes that Dick ran throughout his career. And green flag is in the air. Ryan Caldwell leads that field into 1 and 2. There goes Christopher Joy on the bottom, trying to slide in front of Jay Schaff. Now looking underneath Ryan Caldwell as they head down the front stretch. Back and forth between these two. Joy now with the nose on the bottom. Try not to hit those little turtles on the bottom of the track. We see front end lifts up as he wraps that bottom. He keeps it in the lead for now. Caldwell trying to fight back on the outside. Joy is the fastest sprint car out on track at the moment. And he has gotten clear of Ryan Caldwell. Jay Schaff hangs on to third, but he's got Noah Bowman and Wade Fields trying to get by him. There's Bowman up there on the high side. Needs to finish in front of Jay Schaff to continue to put the final nails in the coffin to secure this championship. 4 laps to go. Christopher Joy continues to turn great lap times up front. Jay Schaff now going to the outside of Ryan Caldwell. That's for that second place spot. Caldwell with the nose on the bottom. Off the corner. Schaff now has the nose on the outside, ripping that cushion. Across the start-finish line. Schaff still trying to get clear, running that tribute car. Caldwell continues to fight hard on the bottom. We see he loses it a little bit off of 4. Final lap, Christopher Joy started in third, made it up to first extremely quick, and he will grab the heat race win and start outside pole in the feature. Jay Schaff gets some much-needed points, finishing second. Ryan Caldwell third. Noah Bowman will wind up in fourth. Wade Fields fifth. And Ethan Irons rounds out the field in sixth. We're going to have a 10-minute warm-up just to give these drivers one last opportunity to get everything dialed in. We see Mick Olofsson on the Facebook page says those cars are an animal to drive. Yes, they are indeed, Mick. We've seen it all season long, just how much of a handful they are. But these are the best group of drivers that when I was getting ready to do this league at the beginning of the season, talking to owner Wade Fields, and he said, not many people know how to drive these cars. The ones who do are in this league, and they are racing here tonight, and you can really see with how much skill it takes for these drivers to wheel them in such close quarters around the racetrack. It's been fun to watch them all season long. But again, tonight's race is being run to honor Dick Gaines, an all-time great sprint car racer. He is most well known for winning the 1974 Knoxville Nationals and the 1973 and 1976 Little 500. He is a member of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. Passed away in 2000 at the age of 64, but his legacy continues to live on in the motorsports community. His grandson, Richie Gaines III, he is competing in tonight's event. It's really cool to see Richie doing some good things in this league. He will be piloting a tribute car for his grandfather. You can see it right there. Other ones out on track include Jay Schaff, and that number 70 machine, and then Wade Fields in the 53, all of them running some throwbacks to paint schemes that Dick ran throughout his career. Right now, Christopher Joy on the top of the board in the warm-up. Looked really good in the heat race. Could we see him break into victory lane as we finish off the season? That'd be cool to see. And this season would not have been possible without the support of Indy Esports, a proud sponsor of the Hoosier Open Wheel Series. Indy Esports is the official esports team of Indy Race Parts, a prominent racing parts brand in the Indianapolis area and in the dirt track racing community. And they're doing a lot of big things on the iRacing platform. A lot of drivers in here run for Indy Esports. I know Noah Bowman has been sporting the Indy Esports banner in World of Outlaws Pro competition on iRacing. So go give them a follow on their Facebook page. Link is in the description. And keep up with all of the things they're doing on the iRacing platform. Here we go. The field is set. Let's look at the starting lineup for your feature event. We got a little bit of an unfamiliar front row. Starting on the pole, it's the 37 of Logan Prickett. On his outside, it's Majula C Speed Shop's Christopher Joy in the 4. Third is the 49 of Tebow Brandon. Fourth, it's Rip the Lip Motorsports' Jay Schaff in the 3. And round out your top 5, it's Vinny Sansone in the 80. Sixth is the 24 of Ryan Caldwell. Seventh is Trey Paseckin in the 77. Eighth is that 24 Indy Race Parts esports machine and Noah Bowman, your point standings leader, trying to clinch the championship. Limaland Racing's Keith Bradley's in the 71. And rounding out your top 10, that's the 53 Indy Race Parts esports machine of Wade Fields. 11th is Scott Thomason Racing's Richie Gaines III in the number 11, again, grandson of Dick Gaines. 12th is Ethan Irons in the 16. 13th is the 32 of Tom Ostendorf. 14th is Michael Covey in the 13. 15th is the 6 of Cody Parmley. And rounding out the field in 16th, that's Matthew Westfall. And looks like the tribute cars are heading to the front of the pack. Or at least Richie Gaines is, sporting his grandfather's car. We're going to do a 4-wide salute to an all-time great racer, Dick Gaines. You love to see that here at Limaland, a track where he had a lot of success at. Again, 4-wide salute here around Limaland Motorsports Park. Really cool to see. This whole group of racers definitely having a lot of respect for Dick Gaines and all he accomplished, and said it before, really cool to have his grandson, Richie Gaines III, running in this race. Again, he's at the front of the pack in a tribute car to his grandfather. But we will get re-racked and restacked, getting ready to go back green. Again, it's Christopher Joy. Logan Prickett going to be starting on the pole. We just got to get field back together. Ignore the laps counting up on the tower. Still have not gone green yet for this race. It'll reset as soon as it comes, the green waves officially. So Logan Prickett, Christopher Joy, your front row. Behind them, it's Jay Schaff and Tebow Brannon. Jay Schaff needs a win to give him any sort of shot at securing that championship. Can he do it? He's in the top 5. He's got the track position. Pace truck is in. And green flag is out. The Dick Gaines Memorial is underway here at Limaland. There's Logan Prickett into 1 and 2. Christopher Joy trying to hang on to that second place spot. There goes Jay Schaff to the outside. He's quickly ripping the cushion. Oh, we've got a tangle up off of 4. We stay under green. That separates the field a little bit. Now Ryan Caldwell up to 4th. Or up to 3rd now. Noah Bowman is in 4th. Bowman has Wade Fields trying to get by him. Logan Prickett right now, or excuse me, Jay Schaff is currently the fastest car on the racetrack. He is trying to reel in Logan Prickett for this race lead. He knows the stakes of this race. He knows what he has to do. There's Schaff diving it down to the bottom. Prickett still with the nose on the outside, but Schaff is rolling. Trying to get to the front as quickly as possible. He had a heartbreak last week at Huset's, led the first 11 laps, but after an untimely caution, lost the lead to Noah Bowman. And that really put him in a deep hole heading into this race. There he goes to the outside, continuing to run that cushion around Logan Prickett. And he's able to get by him. Currently a gauge of where Bowman's at. Bowman is running in that 4th place spot, trying to get by Ryan Caldwell for 3rd. Running that outside, keeping it right up against the cushion, almost up against the wall, and there he goes. Around Caldwell. Can he keep up that momentum? He is now the fastest sprint car on the track last time by, running a 12.24. Caldwell holding strong on the bottom. But Bowman able to clear him off of 2. Now trying to set his sights on your 2nd place driver, Logan Prickett. Christopher Joy, Ryan Caldwell now for 4th. Caldwell trying to keep it in that top 5. Every position you lose is money lost. Because from 1st to 6th, I think it goes 150, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20. So you're losing money every spot you lose in the top 6. And that's what's been happening to Caldwell. He's fallen to 6th now. Christopher Joy up there in 4th, trying to stay ahead of Michael Covey. Covey looking to the bottom. We see Joy goes way up the racetrack. That'll open up the bottom for Covey. Now Covey goes up the racetrack. They're sliding up every single corner. Now we see Joy keeping it right up on that outside wall. Covey not too far behind. Right now, Covey would be the recipient of the Hard Charger Award, started in 14th, has made his way up into the top 5, and that Hard Charger Award of $30 would be coupled with a 5th place award of $30, so $60 day. Not too shabby for Covey. Just got to hope that nobody else gains as many positions as he does. And he's got to make sure that he doesn't lose them either. 25 laps to go. Jay Schaff has now made his way up to the race lead. He got by Logan Prickett. He's hanging on. He knows that he needs to get this win. But this race is not over until it's over. Logan Prickett about a 1.5 seconds behind Schaff. And oh no! That is not what Jace wanted to see. Caution flag is in the air. We're watching Ethan Irons in the 16. Nobody really around him. So he enters the corner high. And he hits the wall. Yep. Right rear. Clips that outside wall. That gets him out of sorts. And he rolls over. Into the catch fence he goes. Tebow Brandon barely misses hitting him. And oof. He's just bouncing around. Schaff barely missed hitting him. And there you go. He comes to a stop. Lights on the pace truck are off. We're getting ready to go back green. Again, not what Schaff wanted to see, because that gets the field bunched up right behind him. All of that track position he had evaporated in a snap of your finger. Can he hang on to that lead? 22 laps to go here at Limaland. Green flag is back in the air. Jay Schaff leads the field into 1 and 2. Logan Prickett close behind, in for the 2nd place spot. There's Logan looking low as they head through 3 and 4. Slide job through the corner. There he is up the racetrack, but Schaff has the momentum. He hangs on to it with 20 laps to go. Now there goes Noah Bowman. He pulls a slider up in front of Logan Prickett. Prickett back down to the bottom of Bowman. Slider after slider that these two are throwing at each other. Bowman hangs on to 2nd for the time being. Goes up that racetrack. Now Bowman trying to close in on Jay Schaff. And oh, we've got another yellow. Watching Trey Paseka in the 20. Running that bottom, and it's Cody Parmley just sends it into the corner and just clips that left rear tire of Paseka. I don't know if Parmley just thought, I don't know if he was expecting him to check up that much or what, but he got to him quick and he hit him hard. So Jay Schaff now has the driver he is fighting for the championship with right on his back bumper. Can he hang on to this lead? About to find out. Pace truck is in. Green flag is back in the air. There goes that 70 car into 1 and 2. Now it's Noah Bowman trying to find a way to get to first and secure this championship. Looking elsewhere, Christopher Joy behind the back bumper of Logan Prickett trying to get to that third place spot. Now Schaff, Bowman back and forth for the lead. Schaff had a better run off the corner. Both of them right up against that outside wall. You couldn't put a piece of paper between the tire and the wall. But there goes Bowman down to the bottom. Schaff still has the spot. But Bowman, he is right there providing the pressure. Schaff keeps hitting the outside wall. He can't afford a mistake because Bowman will take advantage of it. There he is sliding up the racetrack with 15 laps to go. Can he get to the lead? Keeping on the bottom, slide job, Noah Bowman. Jay Schaff crosses him over, back to the lead. Bowman sticks with him, keeping it on the bottom. Schaff is clear as they head through 3 and 4. Bowman keeps it close. There goes Bowman now to the outside. Schaff trying to find any grip he can. Trying to be defensive, holding off Bowman, but there's Bowman. Another slide job through 3 and 4. Schaff crosses him over once again as they head into 1 and 2. Trying to hang on that bottom. Schaff knows he needs the win. Bowman around the outside. He will clear Jay Schaff. And Jay Schaff fans, not what you want to see, as he needed to finish ahead of Noah Bowman in this race to have any sort of shot at the championship. Now that Bowman is in the lead, I don't know what else Schaff can do. Needs to hope for a caution or needs to hope for a big mistake from Noah Bowman. But Noah Bowman has not given many mistakes this season. 9 laps to go now. Looking elsewhere, Ryan Caldwell right behind Christopher Joy. Joy pushes up into the outside wall. Vinny Sansone trying to close in on Schaff for second. And that's hard. When you're in second place, you see the leader, you're giving it everything you've got, but your car just can't do it. That's a sad feeling, and I know Jace knew what was on the line heading into this race. I just don't know if 2 spots ahead of Noah in the heat race will do much of a difference. Six laps to go now. Christopher Joy, Ryan Caldwell still battling for the 5th place spot. Joy, again, keeps tapping that outside wall a little bit. 5 laps to go for Noah Bowman. Started this race in the 8th place spot. Had his work cut out for him to get to the front of the field. And he has been able to do just that. Eventually got by Jay Schaff. Took advantage of those restarts. And he will finish the season, if he can get it done, as a series champion and the all-time winningest driver in Hoosier 410 series history. 2 laps to do it. Not sure if there's much else Schaff can do. About a second separates him and Noah Bowman. White flag is in the air one more time around for Noah Bowman. What a season it's been for driver number 24. Off of 4. A champion, an all-time winner. Noah Bowman gets it done at Limaland. Wow. You couldn't have had a much better season than the one that Noah Bowman has had. In 10 races, he won 7 of them. And he won one of the biggest of his iRacing career. He burns it down. A lot to be excited about for Noah Bowman. Springfield, Illinois, Noah Bowman. Your race winner, your champion, your all-time winner in the Hoosier 410 series. So let's go ahead now and talk to your top 3. Final time we'll do that this season. First, let's talk to a driver that couldn't break through this season but had many great runs, was consistently in the top 3, Vinny Sansone. Vinny, this is Atlan, the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, good run to finish out the season here at Limaland, parking it on the podium. I know this was kind of the story of the season for you. Had a lot of great podium finishes, but just couldn't quite get up there to the front. No, you were just kind of in that top 5 for a lot of this race. Kept it clean, and you're eventually able to make it ahead of some of the drivers that started up front. Couldn't quite get, though, to Schaff and Bowman. So just walk us through this one at a very small, tricky track.
Yeah, it was. Starting 5th, and then those opening laps there, the inside line kind of had a bobble, and that really set me back about 3 or 4 more spots than I wanted to be. But then it kind of forces you to find other places on the track to run to try and get back around those guys. So yeah, definitely that whole first 20 laps was a battle.
Yeah, I mean, especially with those restarts, everybody getting bunched back up constantly, and the front of the field going to the rear of the field. I mean, it definitely looked like there was a lot going on. But this was, final long race. We had 340 lappers. I mean, what did those extra 10 laps kind of add to the nature of this race?
And this definitely kind of gives you a little security in the back of the mind that you got time. You don't have to force anything. And then kind of looking around during those yellows, realize you're about halfway, so you still got a long way to go, and just kind of devise a plan, adjust the shocks, and just settle in. And then for me, just able to try and get up to 3rd, but yeah, I thought we'd be able to keep up there. It just wasn't meant to be. Just still missing that little bit to those top guys. Congrats to Noah and Jason, them just being the class of the field.
Now, before we let you go, is there any sponsors or shout outs for your season?
I'll just thank you guys all season here, putting these things on, and hopefully putting a show on for everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun broadcasting y'all all season long. So congrats on the podium tonight, Vinny. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Now let's pull in your 2nd place finisher from Mitchell, Indiana. Came so close. Jay Schaff. Jace, is that in the broadcast booth? You got a copy?
I do.
Awesome. Well, I know that's probably not the result that you wanted to see, knowing what you had to do coming into this final race to get the championship, but still put up a heck of the effort running that tribute car to Dick Gaines tonight here at Limaland. I know when you got to the lead, you were going to have to do a lot to hang on to it. Didn't need that caution, and once the field got stacked back up, Noah able to get by you, and you couldn't quite track him back down, but still had a heck of a race, heck of a season, just came just a little bit short. I mean, just walk us through this one.
Yeah, like you said, it's not the result I wanted, but to get this car on the podium, it means a lot to me, and then I'm sure Richie and all them. But yeah, I started the race off, I'd say good. Got the first there and just was running the top where I felt comfortable, and then I was comfortable until I wasn't up top, and that's when I kept banging off the wall, come down the backstretch a few times, and that's what allowed Noah to get around me there. I think at the end, towards the lap 20 or somewhere around there, and then I was just playing catch up from there.
Yeah, I mean, throughout this race, it looked like y'all were running directly right up against that outside wall. Was it because of the track state or something like that?
Yeah, it's very treacherous down here, and you run up top, you have a little bit on the exit, and that's what we all were shooting for, I'm assuming. And whatever I was doing, shooting off the exit, it just kept bouncing me to the right and to the wall. So definitely got to figure out for next time what to do different and go from there.
Now, before we let you go, is there any sponsors or shout outs for your season?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for broadcasting this season. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you've had a lot of fun. And then Wade for throwing on this series and everything he does, especially this race. This means a lot to me and Richie and his family, I'm sure. And then I want to thank my team at Rip to Lip Motorsports.
Awesome. Well, again, congrats on the runner up tonight, Jace. Congrats on a good season. Have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
And now let's pull in your race winner from Springfield, Illinois, getting his 7th win of the season, accomplished so much tonight. Let's talk to Noah Bowman. Noah, this is that one in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? No, this is that one in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, awesome run tonight here at Limaland. You accomplished so much, obviously, getting the race win to finish out the season. 7th win of the season, helped secure the championship, and it helped make you become the winningest driver in Hoosier 410 series history. So we'll go all through that, but first of all, this race, you had your work cut out for you. You were almost the hard charger after starting in the 8th place spot, but quickly worked your way up to the field, took advantage of some of those cautions, and were able to make a pass there. Jace late in the race and held on to it. So, I mean, walk us through that journey up through the field and just what was like working through that gaggle of cars.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I started 8th and something happened on the inside row. They all stacked up, so I ended up like 4th. So that kind of saved me a little bit. But I was behind. I think it was Caldwell for a little bit. I was just tracking behind him. Once I got around him, I knew I needed to go. And then I think I got up to 3rd, and the leaders, Jason, Logan, they were catching traffic, but I knew if I didn't have a yellow, I was gonna have to hustle. So that's what I did, and finally a yellow came out and got a breather and found an opening. Logan slid up the track. I got an opening and slid him in 1 and 2 and cleared him and just tried to hustle from there.
Yeah, definitely needed to hustle as there was a lot on the line tonight, but ended up getting the season championship. I know this is your first ever season championship here in the Hoosier Open Wheel 410 series. I mean, what does that mean for you to, accomplish that this season?
It means a lot. It takes a lot of work to do that, and especially to be up front every night. Not saying that I was up front every night. Mistakes happen, but it's tough to be consistent like that and be there in contention every single night. So it takes a lot of work. It's definitely relieving now that the season's over. But yeah, I'm glad to get a win here. Actually, the cards have never fell right here for me for some reason. I don't know what it is. I like the place. It's just never went our way. So I'm glad to get a win here. Glad to get a championship for the first time in the 410 National Series. That feels good.
And I know I looked at this heading in this race. You were tied with Trevor Royer for the most wins. Now you're the winningest driver here in the 410 series, past guys like Vinny Sansone, Brendan Rogers, and then Trevor throughout this season. I mean, that's a great group of drivers, and you passed them all for wins in what was a great season.
Yeah, those guys are definitely the OGs and definitely in the top 5 of the non-wing boys. That's for sure. Like Vinny, he's one of the cleanest drivers you'll ever race. Like you can race side by side with him. You know if he hits you at any point in time, it's most likely an accident. Like he's not there to wreck you; he's there to race you. All those guys are good.
Now, before I let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs for your championship?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for the awesome broadcast all season. The broadcast is amazing, and what you do for the non-wing community is probably helping in some way. The non-wing cars, not a lot of people like to drive them, but when you get a good group of guys that can race them, they can put on one hell of a show. So I'd like to thank you for the broadcast. I'd like to thank Indy Race Parts, Esports, Wade and Keith for letting me tote their flag. Moza Racing, everybody.
Awesome. Well, again, congrats on the great run tonight. Congrats on the championship, Noah. Have a rest of your night.
Thank you. You too.
And so that will do it for your top three. You also have Richie Gaines, the third, here in the broadcast waiting room. We'll pull him in really quick and just talk a little bit about this race. Brought it home in 10th. Richie, this is that on the broadcast with. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Awesome. Well, definitely an exciting one here tonight at Limaland. First, want to talk a little bit about your race tonight, sporting the tribute car for your grandfather. Ended up bringing it home in 10th in what was a hectic race. Saw some cautions, saw a lot of battles, especially where you were running. I mean, just walk us through this race for you.
Oh yeah, dude, it was fun. Big congrats to Noah Bowman for winning though. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad he won this race for my papaw. We had one of our memorial cars out front for a little bit there, but in my race, yeah, dude, I got up to like 8th. I think they were like 5 cars battling for third, I believe, third or fourth. And I was behind them. I tried to get up on them, and as soon as I caught them, I made a mistake, went back down to 10th, and stayed right there the rest of the race.
Now, I know we had 3 memorial cars out there with Wade, you, and Jace, and obviously this was a memorial race for your grandfather. I mean, what does this race mean to you, and what is his legacy and him as a person mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot to me, and his legacy is basically the whole reason why I'm into this, dude. My dad won a bunch of races too, but my grandfather, he's in the Hall of Fame, and yeah, this race is big to me. I wanted to do better, but I'm just glad I was a part of it, and it was fun.
Now, is there any sponsors or shout-outs you want to thank for this race tonight?
Yeah, Rip the Lip Motorsports, me and Jace, that's our little team.
Awesome. Well, again,
and then
go
also
ahead.
I want a big shout out for Wade for putting this on too. That was amazing.
Yeah, no, this Wade does a great job with this league, and really cool that we finished off the season with this race. It was an awesome show, and congratulations on top 10 and best wishes for your future racing stuff. So thank you for talking with us, Richie.
Yep, thank you, and thank you for broadcasting, man.
It's definitely been fun. Well, congratulations to your top 3, Noah Bowman, Jake Schaff, and Vinny Sansone, and I think that'll be your top 3 in points as well. And then, of course, Noah Bowman, all-time winningest driver. I want to thank Richie for giving us that interview. I know this race probably means a lot for him, as, again, we were here to honor Dick Gaines, all-time great sprint car racer. If you want some more information to learn more about Dick and all of his great accomplishments that he made in the sprint car racing world, go to Dick Gaines, Indiana's Sprint Car Icon page on Facebook. It's a group, and see all of the cool things that he did in the sprint car world, and he is an Indiana legend. Many Hoosiers know all about Dick and all that he accomplished, so really cool to have this race tonight and the tribute cars out on the track. I want to give a big thank you to Wade Fields for putting on a great show all season long. Does a lot for this Hoosier League, so definitely big shout out to him and all of the other admins. Big thank you to Indy Esports for being a proud partner of the Hoosier Open Wheel 410 series. Make sure you go check out their Facebook page and see all the cool things they are doing here on iRacing. And do want to shout out all of the prize winners. Noah Bowman, first, he got $150. Jay Schaff, second, he got $100. Third, Vinny Sansone got $50. Fourth was Logan Prickett, he got $40. Fifth was Ryan Caldwell, he got $30. And 6th through 10th, Christopher Joy, Cody Parmley, Keith Bradley, Wade Fields, and Richie Gaines, all of them got $20. Cody Parmley was the biggest mover. He gained 8 spots in this race, went from 18th to 7th. He got $30 to go along with his $20, so a $50 day there for Cody Parmley. And then the Dick Gaines clean drivers that had 0X in this one. 5 drivers had a 0X. Vinny Sansone, Richie Gaines, Wade Fields, Tebow Brannon, and Tom Ostendorf, all of them will be getting $20. So congratulations to them, and want to give a big thank you to you, the viewer, and anyone who has tuned in to watch Hoosier Open Wheel 410 Series Racing all season long. Without your support, it's greatly appreciated, your support of our broadcast. Make sure to go like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, because that'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,500 followers on Facebook, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 followers on Twitch. Check out our Twitter page, Intensity Broad 1. We're always dropping polls and interacting with our viewers on there. And check out our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. There we've got all of our Intensity Broadcasting merchandise, and we also offer custom printing. We can make shirts, hats, sweatshirts, anything you would like for your racing team, business, or event that you're having. We'd be happy to make merchandise for you, so contact us on our Facebook page or on our website. Well, that will do it for the season finale of the Hoosier Open Wheel 410 series. Stay tuned. We hope to maybe do some more stuff with them soon. Not sure when their next season will start here with the 410 series, but stay tuned. Hit that notification bell so you know the next time that we will go live, and tune into some of our other leagues as well that we will have broadcasting on Intensity Broadcasting throughout the week. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Matt Liatman Waste on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.